Hi, this is Lady Sharona again with another tarot tip for you. And today, as promised at the beginning of the series, I will introduce you to some of the court cards. And I'm going to begin by introducing you to the Page of Swords. I'm particularly interested in this card because for even the most professional of readers, he is so multi-dimensional. Or she. One thing you have to understand, the pages may be ambiguous. They may be female or male. They really just represent youth and new things, young. For example, it could come out as you being somebody who is suddenly filled with new ideas of inventions or communications and intellect. The reason we never dismiss the Page of Swords quite as lightly as we might be tend to with the other pages is because he always does infer intelligence of some kind. Okay, this is no goofy person. This guy knows what he's doing, or girl. And, you know, primarily it could be just a young air sign person, a young Aquarius, a young Gemini, a young Libra, and that of course would be something that would be quite apparent in your reading, to your psychic at least, if not to you. But the Page of Swords is also the messenger, but his messengers are not always amicable like the Page of Wands, or romantic like the Page of Cups. It's real. He's the journalist that tells you what's really going on in the news. He's not always the messenger you want to hear from. In fact, more often than not, he isn't. But he's smart and he's sharp. The Page of Swords can also tell you that you may need to be on your guard against somebody, that you may need to take up the sword and be the eyes and ears because somebody isn't wishing you well. The Page of Swords can be a spy, a vigilante, a gossip. None of these things of which you want to be victim of or exposed to. So in certain positions, of course, he's going to tell you you need to be the eyes and ears and defend yourself. He's sort of somewhat of a troublemaker, but not necessarily bad. It really, really depends where the Page of Swords falls in your reading. So you, ladies and gentlemen who read the tarot, know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a little bit more difficult for the beginner. So to sum them up, what I'm going to say is when you see the Page of Swords, know that there's information and communications all around, and they might not always be truthful, but they're going to be very cleverly done. For example, if he comes up as a gossiper, he's going to take that little one grain of truth and make everything go bad. So you need to be aware of this guy, beware of him, but at the same time understand that in the right position he can stir up a lot of creativity for you. This is a guy that might indicate that your profession is really in writing or journalism. That's often happened. In fact, it happened for a friend of mine who said, "Are you crazy? I never want to write." And that particular person, who was also an Aquarius young girl at the time, is now an international journalism who's getting all the secrets. So what I want to say to you is the Page of Swords is multidimensional, and you need to figure out where he figures in your life, what position he is in the spread, and how does he relate to the question you ask, because he could be simply amazing or simply lethal. You need to be careful. In your environment, it could show you somebody spying on you, a stalker even. So the Page of Swords is probably one of the very few tarot cards that I could actually write a whole book on. I mean, a lot of them are, you know, they have a lot of different sides to them. The Page of Swords is truly multi-layered. And I suggest, if you're a beginner, you really research on him. Not just by one author or another author, but research the Page of Swords in every way you can. Because knowing what he's saying in a reading can make or break your destiny, your fate, and can either help or protect you. So, my little Page of Swords here, never disregard him as just being a messenger. He's a lot more than that. Okay? But at the same time, he's got his good side just like everybody. And what we learned with the tarot is that nothing's ever decided. It's always in our hands. So you use your messenger the way it's going to benefit you the most. Okay? I don't know if I helped you here or actually made you a little bit more complicated, but at least one thing I did was, I was a Page of Swords. You guys are going to start looking at him a lot more. And that is also part of his charm, is that he stirs up ideas and intellect and gets you thinking. So if I did that, I represented him very well today. So good luck with that, and I will see you all soon with another tarot tip. And please feel free to email me here, either on my personal email or at YouTube. And if there's a particular card you're having a problem with, I am more than happy to respond to your need. There's 78 cards, so if there's something you need to know about right away, I will get right on that. Okay? And in the meantime, from me and the Page, bye-bye. Have a great week.